Have you ever gathered with your friends to have fun, but you didn't know what to do? I bet you all just sat around talking about boring stuff like life and work. Nobody wants to do that. Hi, my name is Thomas Young, and today I'm here to solve all of those problems. I'm going to be teaching you and your friends how to play the fun and addictive game of Dice Throne. Now, I've been playing board games for most of my life, so you can trust me when I tell you that I'm the best person to teach you how to play this game. So, without further ado, shall we begin? Dice Throne is a fast-paced, card-playing, and dice-manipulating game for 2 to 6 players published by Roxley Games. Each box comes with 2 unique heroes brought together to fight to the death for glory and victory. Now, there's many different heroes you can play, but today we're going to be focusing on the Vampire Lord, who uses her sharp fangs and blood magic to drain her opponents until they lose their will to fight. Now that you know how to play what the game is, how do you set it up? For a 2-player game, each player starts by taking their board and placing it in front of them. Then, you're going to shuffle your deck and draw 4 cards. This is going to be your starting hand. To keep track of your health points, each player will set their health point tracker to 50. For their combat points, or CP, set that to 2. Now, take all of your status effect tokens and place them on the corresponding symbols located on your hero's leaflet. To figure out who goes first, each player is going to take one of their dice, kiss it for luck of course, and give it a roll. The player who rolls the highest number gets to go first. Now that you know how to set up the game, how is it actually played? Each player is going to take a turn by going down the different phases outlined on the turn order phase. The first phase is the upkeep phase. Activate any abilities that are labeled as upkeep. Then it brings us to our income phase. Normally you would gain 1 CP and draw 1 card on this phase, but keep in mind the first player skips this phase on their first turn because they get to attack first. Next is our first main phase. During the main phase, you get to play any cards by spending CP that are labeled main phase cards that have a blue outline. If you don't have enough CP to play any cards, you can also discard cards to gain 1 CP for each card that's discarded. After you played all the cards that you wanted to for your first main phase, it brings us to our combat phase. During the combat phase, you're going to take your 5 dice and give them a roll. Take note that each of the dice not only has 1 through 6 on them, but also symbols that correspond to the symbols located on your board. Now, the objective is to roll these symbols and match them up so you can activate the corresponding ability. Did you not get any symbols that you needed on your first roll? Don't worry. You get to roll 2 more times any number of dice to try to get your desired roll. Now, each player can also play cards labeled as roll phase cards that have an orange border to manipulate these dice that have been rolled. Once you have your desired roll, the next player is going to take their defensive roll. It is labeled here in the green. Roll as many dice as it states, and that's what the defense roll is. Each player will take turns doing this until one has no more life remaining. Now that you know how to play the game and what it is, go out, have fun with your friends, and have a great time.